Today we are going to learn front bird. Bird is a basic pose that almost everyone starts with. For bird, bases want to be laying flat on their backs, all the way from their tailbones driven into the ground to their shoulders. And they're going to bring their knees to their chest and have their flyers walk up so you can touch the toes of the flyer. And then bases want to put their feet parallel on their flyer's hips. I'm going to feel for that hip bone that protrudes out, and I'm going to put it right there in the ball of my feet. And flyers can feel free to adjust the feet if they need to at all. After you have your feet firmly planted on your flyer's hips, you're going to extend your arms straight up, have your fingers out. And as my knees come in towards my chest, we make that hand connection, then I can push straight up with my feet. And then you want to have strong power lines, so flyer's shoulders are directly over base shoulders with good bone stacking in between. And the same thing with hips. So flyer's hips, I'm adjusting so they're not up here over my face, but they're also not way back here, but they're directly over my hips, so my legs make a 90-degree angle with the floor. The other really important thing is base is our fingers are pointing outwards, and we're never gripping onto our flyer's fingers, although they're welcome to grab onto our hands. That means if there's ever a fall, then they have their hands to catch themselves when they're landing. Now to dismount this, we're going to keep strong arms, and then bases are just going to bend legs and gently set their flyer back on their feet. Now to switch to flyers, the flyer, you want to have a perfectly planked body throughout this whole position. So you're going to plank your body and make sure the base can touch your toes, and then they're going to help the base to have really good spots on their hips. And you're going to put your arms straight out as the base puts his arms straight out, and your flyer fingers are forward. And you're going to lean in, staying perfectly planked. And when you make that hand contact, you're going to stay planked and pull everything into the midline. You're going to make your arms straight, bring your shoulder blades together, your ankles together, and then really look straight forward and really open up your chest into cobra. And for dismount, you're going to stay planked, and as the base bends their legs, you're going to look for the ground with your feet and then come up to straight standing. For spotting, what we want to do is we want to have bent at the knees, and as the base and the flyer go into bird, I'm watching flyer's hips. I'm keeping my torso in close, and then I'm going into goddess pose, so I'm just right underneath with both hands really close. Now I'm going to show you a level 2 variation of front bird called free bird. You get into that good solid bird stance. When the flyer feels comfortable, the flyer is able to take one hand away at a time and put it along their side, and this goes into free bird. Now we're going to cover a level 3 variation of front bird called bow. And if the flyer wants to grab one ankle at a time and extend fully up. Now what's important for base is with both free bird and with bow is that we're making our feet kind of like Barbie feet. We're going to really flex our feet forward and give good support to our flyers. Now to come out of this, flyers slowly let go of ankles, one arm at a time, and then go back to base's hands. And if you notice as a base, I'm keeping my arms straight up there the whole time for flyers, and then you do that nice slow dismount until your flyer's firmly standing on their own 2 feet.